Brothers and sisters, we are very pleased and excited today to introduce you all to two brothers I've known for quite some time. And man, they're just doing their thing and doing some great things for our community, and especially focused around our children. They are teachers, they're mentors, they are just doing a lot of stuff to help our children with the educational process and help them grow and to develop into champions. So they're doing it in a variety of ways, and I want to, I invite them on Beans Two Times Radio so that you can take advantage of this opportunity to meet them and hear about the great things they're doing. I want to introduce you all to my brothers and friends, Brother Ahmad and Carl Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, brothers.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for having us on.
Oh, man, it's an absolute pleasure, man. You know, we take great pride at Beans Two Times in introducing and helping to highlight extraordinary people in our community that are doing great things. And so it's a pleasure to have you all on. So, and I want to just really get right into this. You all have, I've seen some incredible stuff that you all are doing with this camp. And you provide a space for learning and unity and helping our children to grow, prosper, and survive. So, tell us a little bit about Camp Kiswah, and then I want to ask you all how you all got into it. But what is Camp Kiswah?
Brother Ma, you want to start off?
Okay. Camp Kiswah it's a camp, it's a facility that has 100 acres on it. It's set up for educational retreats, recreational retreats. We service children as well as adults. We have business seminars there. We have the traditional camp sites or visits there as well. But it's an exciting place that we're very excited about backing or being a part of. We thought it would be a great opportunity to take our children out of the inner city to a rural area to get some time where they can actually be themselves and stretch out on a large lot of land, with academic activities that will help evolve their character, give them focus in what they wanted to do in their careers, and just offer them a change of scenery from what they have been, used to in the inner city. And for those who live in the suburbs, give them a change of scenery for what they have been used to in the day-to-day operation of what they're normally acquainted with.
Wow. And where is it located?
It's right just outside of St. Lucia's in Spanish Lake, Missouri.
Okay. So that's about 5-6 hours away?
No, sir. It's about a 4-hour drive.
Oh.
We provide transportation for the seminars and for our events as well.
Wow. So you all host events there. So somebody like me, if I want to have a camp or an event, then I can rent it out. But then you also have regular camps there?
Absolutely. If you are interested in you have an organization, you have an event that you want to put on, this is an excellent opportunity for you to take use of our facility to do that. Our website is Camp Kiswah. It's www.Kiswah.com. Please visit our website. On there, it has a list, and it has a kind of lineup of what we do. And please feel free to visit it. But if you wanted to, Brother Torrey, take advantage of the site, you had an organization that you would like to bring out, we can host it. We can accommodate anywhere from 175 to 200 persons, and even more depending on the event. At our site, we have overnight stay, lodging, meals are all a part of our package. We have two-day packages all the way up to 14-day packages. We are excited and look very forward to accommodating all of the venues that come across our table.
Wow.
We would look forward to doing that.
Man, that's beautiful. And and it can do. I saw on the website people with family reunions or organizations doing retreats. It's class reunions. It's very versatile. Conventions.
Very versatile. Educational. It can be church retreats, church revival, business seminars. We have on our upcoming events a youth camp dealing with martial arts. Dealing with academic points, dealing with some scientific enrichment. It varies. There's no limit. Whatever idea you can come up with to do a camp, we feel quite confident that we can host you to do it.
Wow, that's beautiful. That sounds just very exciting and promising. So, and you have all this space and all these different rooms and areas people can work out in and do whatever they want. Man, that's beautiful. How did you all get into this business?
You want to go into it a little bit, Brother Carl?
Well, during these difficult times economically, we were thinking about just coming up with an idea that we could work that would be not only good for the community, but economically viable at the same time. So we didn't really want to just do something with just a pure, profit motive. And of course, Camp Kiswah is a non-for-profit organization. So we wanted to do something and kind of get, something that would be, as I stated, beneficial for both the community as well as something economically viable. Oftentimes, you may have a good idea, but if the idea requires for you to always have to ask people to give you something in order for it to work, usually these, particular ideas or organizations or businesses don't last too long because they're not self-sustaining. So we wanted something to be self-sustaining, but yet something useful for the community. And we said, even in our motto, our motto is learning and unity is necessary for survival. And both of those are certainly true, and in a time like this, they're both just absolutely necessary.
Wow, that's beautiful. And you all both have a education and youth mentoring background, which you all were doing before you even got into setting up this space for that. And I think that's just absolutely just valuable and important to recognize that this is something that you all are very qualified to be helping to facilitate for people. You all understand the education process and mentoring in youth and providing teaching spaces. So, man, this is very. I just love it. I can't wait to get down there for something real soon.
And if I may just jump in, I wanted to add to what I just said and just mention to you, what our mission statement is. And our mission statement, Brother Torrey, is to provide youth as well as adults with an opportunity to teach or to reach, their full potential as human beings. Furthermore, our mission is to create an environment that is nurturing and that will help our youth and adults to become leaders for tomorrow, or of tomorrow.
Man, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful and phenomenal. And you also provide lots of books for youth, and really, as educators, teach people how to, how can I say it? How to learn and how to read, how to pull the best out of them that God has placed in them.
Yeah. Brother Torrey, going back just a moment to, how we got involved with this. We, like you mentioned, we have been teaching or mentoring our children for over, the last 18 years. So we have a great love, for this. And of course, any of you in the listening audience who know our children or children in general, it requires great patience, but it requires a great passion to be dedicated And we have that. You know, we've built the patience and we have the passion. So this thing that we're doing comes quite natural because that is what we've given a large portion of our lives to this service anyway. So we are very excited about what we have embarked upon. Now, you mentioned education. I just wanted to read a couple of statistics that kind of inspired us to get involved with the book arm of what we do, which is called Ebony Book Company. 33% of high school graduates never read another book after high school.
Wow. 33%?
33% of high school graduates never read another book after high school. 80% of families in the United States did not buy or read a book last year. 80% of families in the United States did not buy or read a book last year. 50% of all adults never read a book after high school. You know, these are staggering statistics.
Wow.
And then just one more. It says 70% of U.S. adults have not been to a library or made a purchase of a book online within the last 5 years.
That's
So,
incredible.
you know, when you looking at stats like that and knowing that our youth or education is one of the pillars, you know, that helps us know that we have a firm and a future to look forward to. We know that we had to do something that would help change these stats. So Ebony Book Company is a book company that does book fairs, kind of like another very familiar company that goes around from the schools who do book fairs. We also offer that, but we offer that from an ethnic background, from a background where in some of the communities the children can see themselves in the literature and make reading fun. Help them settle down to what they decide they want to do in life and have an opportunity to see themselves as examples of what they desire to be. So our fight, you know, is to change these numbers and make these stats unreal. We want to reverse these stats.
Yes,
They
sir.
jump out at us. You know, these are pretty bold stats.
And you said 33%. So that's basically 1 out of 3 don't read after high school.
Right.
And then of the 2 that do read, one of them is gonna stop. one of them is gonna stop reading
After college.
after college. Wow. Yeah, that's absolutely staggering. And you know, it of course reminds you of some of the jokes that you heard. If you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. But are those stats for black people or just people in general?
You know, these statistics are from the Reading Institute and a couple of sources we pulled from online data sources, but they're not for black people.
So you know it's going to be worse for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately. Wow. Yeah, man, you all are doing some great work, and you know, really, the value can't be stressed enough. And I know you all, from an educator's standpoint, you all are also, and I want to stress this, are daily in the trenches, working with our young people. And so these are things that, you know, that are in the forefront and keep you going, obviously, and motivated.
Yeah. You know, the Honorable Mentor Louis Farrakhan has given us, you know, the light and the vision and inspiration from Allah. And we want to, you know, with that inspiration, we want to reach out and give back what he has given to us, which is an opportunity to learn more about ourselves, learn more about the environment we are in, and be productive, so that we are people who have some involvement with shaping our future and determining what we desire to be. We can't do that and be illiterate. We can't do that and we can't think outside of the south side of Chicago. So those we know that the things that we are doing by Allah's grace will assist us in helping develop our people and all people who desire to take their futures and their destinies by both hands and help shape them.
Yes, sir. That's beautiful. That's very well said. And man, of course, man, we do have a guide and a guidance from the minister that really caught many of us. But we could have been that one out of those three, or that one out of two. But inspiration for education and to be a source of knowledge and to emanate it. As we try to get it from him and from all these different sources of education, man, it's a beautiful thing, and it's so exciting for me to see you all take it to that level where you're providing that space and you're providing books as well to help facilitate that process.
Yeah.
So how can people get in touch with you all to get more information about the camp and books?
You know, okay, the website for Ebony Book Company is www.ebony, EBONY, book, BOOKCO.com. ebonybookco.com. That's the information for our website. You can purchase our books online. You can call us to schedule the book fairs you would like to have at your educational institution, your community outlets, or wherever you would like to have them. We are here to service you. And the information on our campsite is www.campkiswah, CampKiswah.com. Brother Tori, I would also, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has been giving to us a new educational paradigm.
Yes.
And we want to help him bring that into reality, because we believe that we've been a victim, unfortunately, of the public school systems, and they just don't work for us. But he has given us mind that is necessary to be successful at whatever subject we touch in the endeavors that we would like to go into, from the point that you are whatever subject that you're teaching. You are mathematics, you are physics, you are history. And when the student becomes the vocal point of the subject, then there's a sense of empowerment that the student has to want to learn and to desire to learn and to desire to be the best. They don't approach these classes or courses with fear or apprehension. Mm-hmm. Because if you can see yourselves in them, then it's a different approach. And we are working diligently to make that a comfortable adjustment out of the old paradigm into the new, and give our people really and all people, give them what they really deserve and should get from education.
Yes, sir. Man, that's beautiful. Very well said. And, for our readers, just for full disclosure, for those who may not know, me and Ahmad stood side by side getting our education together down in Atlanta in the AU Center. And I watch you and see you with the children over at Muhammad University, and I see not only the expertise and professionalism, but the love that you have for our children. And Brother Carl and myself talked. He stayed in the trenches. I got out the trenches. But we talked side by side in 1994, 95 at Muhammad University, and I always hear great things from students and fellow teachers about the level of expertise and the way that you deliver your lessons in such a way that the children get it and they're ready to move on. And I know you've touched many of the students coming through Muhammad University, some finishing school at 16 and 17 years old and going on to college. Man, both of you all, it's a tremendous amount of respect and admiration for what you all are doing. And to see you all as black men in the educational field is so valuable.
Thank you.
Yep. So, anything else you all want to tell the reader, the listeners?
Well, we want to just encourage them to, take a visit to our website if they have any questions.
There's some beautiful pictures on there too. That Camp Kiswah is stunning.
Yes, sir. And if we want, we're going to leave our phone numbers in case if somebody wants to call us, directly and talk to us directly.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Yes, my phone number, you can reach me at 708-359-0872. That's 708-359-0872.
Man,
and
that's
you can
beautiful.
reach me. Oh, and you can reach me at 312-662-2556. Again, this is Brother Ahmad. You can reach me at 312-662-2556.
Man, that's
we
beautiful.
encourage your calls, man. We're here to serve. So we encourage your calls, your inquiries. We are ready to serve our community in all who are interested in what we're trying to do.
Man, that's beautiful.
But I think the last thing I want to mention, Brother Torrey, if we have time, is the camp that is coming up for the children.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
And we have a camp plan for children ages 9 through 15, and this particular camp is going to take place out in Spanish Lake, Missouri. We will be able to provide transportation. The cost of the camp is $450. It's a 5-day full camp, 24/7, and it's a traditional summer camp, so you get a chance to do all the things like archery, night walks, the basketball. Jump on in, Ahmad, and help me out here.
Man, we got the basketball. We got softball. We also going to have educational components. We're going to have martial arts there. And, of course, we'll have the overnight stay and lodging, and we'll have 3 meals a day. And then there are some special treats and components that we're putting into it that will help, kind of give our students a well-rounded view of education, who they are, career building, and then help them to determine their careers in life and their paths in life.
Oh, wow. Man, that sounds like a great time, a great, safe learning environment, a safe environment just in general, with qualified people who, man, y'all just going to take the children to another level during this camp. And I'm so excited. I definitely encourage all of our readers. This is some place that I would, I want to work. I want my children to be there if the schedule permits. And you all are the kind of mentors and counselors and educators that I would feel very comfortable with my children being there, knowing that they're going to be able to learn and grow and get something out of it that I think would be just absolutely memorable.
We would love to have them.
I wanted to add too that it is a boys' camp, however.
Oh, okay.
This is an all boys camp. This particular camp.
Beautiful. That's even better. Yep, that's excellent. Man, yeah, you all are doing it, and I didn't. I forgot to mention, or we didn't talk about this aspect, and I know, Brother Ma, that you are very qualified in this area. Both of you are so qualified in so many different areas. But children or adults who, some of those that 2 out of 3 that stop reading and that half after college, oftentimes, even though if we've gone through and even gotten a college degree, it doesn't mean that we have mastered the understanding of how to learn. And oftentimes we have barriers to learning that prevent us from keep going in the learning process, which should be forever. Until we go into the ground, we should always be learning. and I know that you all are qualified, Brother Ahmad especially. I don't know about, Brother Carr, you ought to let me know that too. But to really help people overcome some of the learning barriers.
Yes. Glad you mentioned that, Brother Torrey. That was some of the special things that I kind of hinted to when it come up. And when adults come up as well. Brother Carl and myself, we are certified in delivering courses that allow people to overcome 3 major barriers to learning. We know that at work we went under intense study to become certified in these areas. We have tried it with our children at Muhammad University of Islam. It has been effective. Some have went on to college, and some are in college that came in to take part of the program. We've also delivered it to students in Chicago public schools as well as community organizations, and we have seen an improvement in these children.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 barriers to learning. This technology is called study technology, and it has come under the educational arm of L. Ron Hubbard. And we have taken this thing by the horns and really have put it, out and put it to task. And we feel quite comfortable with the results that we are getting. So, if you send your children to our camps, I want you to know that they will not only walk away with a good time, they'll walk away with the tools that will equip them to handle the difficulties that they thought they had when studying courses or in class or taking subjects, whether it's 5th grade all the way up to college.
Wow, that's beautiful.
We know we've come across a tool that we have tested and we know works.
And that really is ultimately why children and sometimes adults are disruptive in the learning process or give up and walk out on it. Oftentimes it is because of what's being taught. But then there are these other barriers that you just mentioned. So, that's absolutely incredible.
That is the basis for why. Yeah, that is the basis for why that happens. Every day you watch the news in Chicago here in particular. I was just in Atlanta and South Carolina, and it looks quite the same. But there are a plethora of violent acts committed by...
Oh, I need a buzzer. Every time a guest mentions my favorite word, plethora. That's what's up. I need a buzzer on the show so I can do ding, 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 ding. Yes, sir, but you're making a serious point there. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a reason why they are out doing this, and we want to help be a part of the remedy. But we know if our children have proper education and they're not afraid of diving 100% into the careers in which they desire to take on, they won't choose the route of less resistance. They can really be whatever they desire to be. Once they believe they can overcome educationally. And this tool that we have, man, we are sold that it works. We have seen it work.
Yes, sir.
And we are, and we anxiously await, those to come and in the future and to experience this thing that we have, that we know will help.
It works. Wow. And I know we've talked a little bit about this offline. And so, for example, if somebody wants to be a engineer, an electrical engineer, but then they get into opening books about electrical engineering and it seems so complicated, they give up. You all can help walk them through that process so they don't have to give up on that dream they have to become an electrical engineer.
Absolutely. You want to go into that a little bit, Brother Carl?
Yes, sir. The course that we study, the title of it is called The Fundamentals of Instruction. And in this particular course, L. Ron Hubbard, who was the leader of the Scientologists, or the Church of Scientologists, he studied for years developing this method of teaching. And for a long time, teaching has been seen as an art as well as a science, but more as an art in some cases than of a science. But he's basically kind of evening out the scales where he's bringing up more of the scientific principles of learning. And these principles, and I'm not going to reveal all the secrets because we want you to come in.
That's right.
But and even in the skills, he's basically studied the science of learning. And there's an exact science to certain aspects of learning. And he's discovered the 3 barriers that, regardless of who you are, you could possibly run into while studying it. And these things are so powerful, these barriers, they can actually make you drop out. And as you the dropout rate across the United States is staggering, particularly here in Chicago, school system. So we know that something is wrong with the educational system if the children are increasingly becoming violent and increasingly not wanting to learn, which learning is a natural process.
Right.
So it's something wrong with the way that the instruction is being administered. And of course, most of the educators themselves who haven't been trained in this, they would be somewhat skeptical. But what they can't be skeptical about is the fact that what they're doing is not working. And that's true. So all we can say is that we do have this offer. If you want more details, then you can give us a call, or better yet, send your children there and let them be the best testimony.
Man, that's beautiful. Brothers, man, I thank both of you all for being on the show and giving us that, that insight and letting us know about this wonderful camp you all are doing and the books and everything. So, you're always welcome on the Bean Soup Show for any camp updates or anything else. Man, you're always welcome. We appreciate you all for what you're doing.
And Brother Toy, we too appreciate you. You're doing a mighty work with getting the information out to our people. And we want to applaud and back you and help and support. And we pray that you continue to be the beacon of light and a source of information to our people.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I appreciate that and receive that. And, I always say, my job is so fun because I get and I love to share good news about what our people are doing. And so you all, man, it just brings joy to my heart to be able to share good news about the shakers and movers in Chicago and beyond. And you all are doing that for sure.
That's like you're kind of like that man in the scripture who did that.
Which one?
Sharing of the good news.
Yeah, the good news. Oh yeah, I heard about that man. That's what's up. So man, I look forward to us connecting again, and I'll see you all over at Salon Restaurant real soon, having a good meal.
Yeah.
And of course, we're inviting all of our readers, listeners. Yes. Yeah. Come on out to Salon Restaurant and share a meal with us.
Yes.
All right. All right, brothers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.